Hello everybody, and welcome to another somewhat lovely episode of Leveling Live. I, of course, as always, am your host, Stanier. And say hello to Monica. She's just kind of sitting around, say hello to Max. Just kind of sitting around and say hello to the Ride Pod. No one cares. It's the Ride Pod. Alright. So, a lot of things that have happened in life, some disheartening things, so I'm trying to get back into the mood and, get myself going, get myself revved up. I pulled out one of my whiteboards that I no longer need at work because the project's over with, and brought it home, and I've marked up the melee weapons and the ranged weapons for both Max and Monica, and what I need to get them to the next level, or rather the next stage of weapons. So Max has two that are going on right now. One is the frozen tuna, and I'm taking that to the big bucks hammer. That'll give me wealth. I'll take it up to level +5 because you have to be +5 in order to transfer, like the steals and stuff like that, all of the different extra things that go on your weapons. And the reason that you basically have to do that is because otherwise it's an unstable synth sphere, and you're pretty much going to be doing crap. So we're going to go ahead and start on the next one using monster transformation. I'm going to end up grinding that a lot in later episodes. Tic Tacs. Fruit Adventure.
Lynn really seemed to be suffering.
Which is why you're smiling?
When I saw her like that, Mother, I remembered back to when you nursed me when I was sick. Mother, am I going to die?
Oh, cruel fate.
Don't be silly. Of course you won't die.
But my head, it feels so faint. It's too late, Mother. Call a priest.
The wound of my heart.
Don't worry, sweetheart. Just rest and you'll feel better soon. And anyway, it's the priest's day off today. So if you don't hang on a bit longer, you won't be able to go to heaven.
Wow. Thanks,
What?
Mom.
That stinks.
Aw.
His mom's a looker, I'll tell you that much. Alright, fire and ice don't mix. Well, I don't think we're near the point. It might be the next weapon. Let's see how close we are. Some of Monica's blades will, I believe it's her blades, will actually absorb certain elements and then you can fling them back. So what Monica needs to take this to the Brave Arc, which is her next weapon in the line. It's this one. She needs 47 attack, 54 Cyclone, 54 Exorcism. She's got the 9 scale, and she needs 2 more in Beast to get 45. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that a little bit. Well, yeah. Oh, these guys are still here. It's really ridiculous what you have to do to... Whoa! Dude, slow down. You kind of have to get in close and then just kind of circle around. Hold still. Alright. Well, you'd say I don't need it, but let me just go ahead and grab it. Alright. So, those guys are giving me a pain in the butt. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is... Here it is. Let's look up the monster notes on these guys. Can I go backwards like that? Okay. So, what are they weak to? They're weak to flame and lightning. Neither of which I need for this, of course. Nice. That's beautiful. That was awesome. So I'll go as far as I can and start working my way back. Fill this out. I'm probably going to do a couple episodes today. You know, I don't really like trying to do a upload schedule. Wow, nice shot for both of us. Oh, I can't remember what character it is that gives you the sword boost. Let me check. Swords are wielded by Monica and Tone, yes. But okay. Who's the person? It's not telling me anything. I'll look in a second. So I'm gonna read something to you about the absorption once we get it. Once we get it. So basically, what this says on the Dark Cloud Wiki is that in Dark Cloud 2, Monica's sword will eventually gain the ability Magic Absorb, which enables her to absorb elemental attacks while guarding and release them back at the monster with the X button. The number of hits that can be absorbed increases as the sword is improved. However, her sword can only absorb one element at a time. This means that if Monica's sword absorbs a different attack than the one she was charging on, the previous charge disappears. Absorbing elemental attacks reduces the damage from the attack to 0 regardless of the defense. However, she cannot absorb non-elemental attacks such as goo, stop, poison, such like that. Basically what this means is that if somebody shoots a fireball at her and she blocks it, it'll charge the sword up with one charge of fire. If another fire hits her, she'll have 2 charges of fire, or 3 charges, or 4, you know, up until the maximum. But if you have, say, 2 fire, and then an ice hits you while you're charging, or, you know, while you're guarding, you immediately get 1 ice and lose the 2 charges of fire. So that's basically how that really works. It's good to keep that in mind because you will get to the point where like ones are like right on top of each other and you're like, crap, that's not what I want. Okay. Then you kind of have to be careful when you'll have like a fire and a wind one right on top of each other. You'll start charging up the fire and then the wind one will get in the way. Okay. So the person who is swords is Melaine. So I will have to go out and get her into my party after this floor. So like this fire one. Well, you just... There. You see those? Those are elemental attacks. Like that one. Okay. So I picked something up off the ground. Well, that's... I'm not going to be able to transform. Okay, let's get out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. God, how am I gonna get out of this one? Man, I am like backed into a corner. I guess that works. That was the weirdest... Starlight Canyon is such a problem because of this, because there are so many places that you can get yourself accidentally trapped in, and then you're kind of screwed. Well, I've got the healing point over here. Wednesday. Very nice. Beautiful maps. We can fix that. I found repair pattern. Eat fish! Get back out here. Oh, am I really gonna play the waiting game? There we go. Why could I not do that last time? Oh, I'm actually out of those. Alright, well, we got that. Alright, let's take a look at this stupid thing. Alright. Smash is a lot higher than it needed to be because I accidentally put more than I needed to. Alright. So that'll give me that much. So, if I do that, this is going to be interesting. Okay, so I'm going to do something to make this easier on myself. I need a lot of wind crystals. Now, if you remember what I said, I can't remember how far it was. Way back when we were starting to do the whole synthesis and weapon upgrading and all of that, I said when you synthesize stuff, everything except attack is basically cut by 40%. So for every 5 that you have, you'll get 3 out of it. So for example, the smash that I have 60. 60 divided by 5 is 12, and then 12 times 3 is 36. I'll get 36 out of it. The exorcism that I have right now, there's only 2 5s, so I'm gonna get 6. I may get 7 out of it, but I don't know. So what my plan is that I'm going to build up the frozen tuna to +5, and then I'm gonna pop it onto the Cabera's hand, and that will get me wealth a lot faster. Or what I may do, I'm actually going to flip that. I'm going to start using the Cabera's hand and get that leveled up. Actually, I got a better idea. The more I think about it, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get these weapons a lot more powerfully charged by what I like to call chain synthing. But I need to have Cedric, so that I can get the bonus SP, which I'll definitely need in order to make this run better. So I'm going to finish everything off with my gun right now. Just to go ahead and finish this level. And then we're going to do some grinding so you can see exactly how these SP things work and all of that. Very nice. That's beautiful, Max. That's just beautiful. Woo! We got some big baddies over here. Max, what are you shooting at? Grenade launcher's not as powerful as it used to be, is it? Oh good, we needed this. Geostone! I kinda wanna get abs on my weapons as quick as possible. Just die. Stole a power crystal. Very nice. Of course. That's what I was about to say. I don't know if I got that yet or not. Jeez. Oh, no, not cheese. Jeez. Alright. I kinda wanna get that floor where I don't have to deal with the stupid masked tribesmen. To me, those guys slow down my experience gaining by quite a bit. Alright. Let's go ahead and exit this dungeon. And bring up the Carpentarian, get this started at least. Downloading geostones. That quick. There's a weather vane, brick house, Chinese stand. Okay, what do we got? If you're wondering, the reason that it says Lao Chow's Bistro Restored, even though we didn't actually unlock it, is because that's the, let's go ahead and take a look at the future. That's actually the main requirement of what we're trying to do at the moment. So let's take a look at Balance Valley in the future. Or rather what Monica called Starlight Temple. Hello there. It won't let me leave. Is my train still there? Well. Okay. So. We have quite a number of things that we have to do. The first thing that we really have to do is... Okay. Well, let's see what we can do right now. A lot of this requires, well, pretty much all of them require the first two, which are Lower Percite Restored and Suspension Bridge, and Starlight Temple Restored, I'm sorry. With Suspension Bridge restored to be in place, we have to have all 4 plateaus at the same height and 20 culture points. And also, the only way to do the suspension bridge is to actually make... See, you grab everything from previous versions. We want to do at least 15 trees. Do I have enough? No, I do not. I need a bunch of water elements. It's not letting me over here. I'm too far. So let's go back to the train, pick up some elements, and actually get Cedric into our party as well. So, camera acting up on me. Hiya, Cedric. You're coming with me. Ooh, excuse me. Hello, Conda. So we need a bunch of water element. Oh, no, not that much. That'll work. So, this is going to be a chapter that's going to have some issues with it, because here we find the big glitches as far as treasure chests go. That suspension bridge is going to unlock, it's one of those ones that as you complete other floors, and this one's on this Georama analysis is complete, then you'll start to see that some of the chests act up. So, you have to get, let me see what the name of the, I don't remember off the top of my head which floor it is. Not that one. Okay. After we beat this one, we're going to come back and immediately get some treasure chests. Because if we do not get them now, they tend to glitch out and disappear. I don't know if it's like a coding error or something like that. Someone will probably be able to tell it. Or, you know, you'll be able to find out the information online. Later on, we'll complete one that has something similar happen to it, but we're not going to want to collect it. So, let's go ahead and plop down those trees, shall we? Now comes the fun part. Can I do this right now? Because watch what's going to happen. I place 1. Nothing. Place 2. 3. See what happens as you start placing them? 1. Come on. 2. 3. 1. just basically clicking X as much as I can. And our final one. I'm trying to place them off to the side so I can put buildings around them. 30, so I have 3 more, so let's go. 1, 2, 3. So now we should be good, and the suspension should be out there. Whoa, okay. My sound is going crazy today. So let's see what else we need to do. Well, how much more can we get done of this? So let's start at the top. Alright, 20 culture points obtained. Well, we'll have to get there in a minute. At least 2 people reside here. The people that need to reside here are Priest Bruno, Stuart, Ferdinand, at the Chinese Stad, which we will eventually get. And the sheriff needs to reside here. So let's, oh, not enough items for invention. Well, I'll go do those at a later time then. But let's go back to our grinding session and get some levels on our weaponry. Okay, so we're going to continue into the next floor. But we're not going to go past it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this up a level. Because, oh lord, the stupid dog statues. Woo! That's some nice experience there, dude. I guess that works. Oh man, get some experience now. Now, what I'm going to end up doing is, in just a second, I'm going to switch off from my Kubera's hand and start destroying stuff solely with my gun. I believe I have enough guns. I have the belt trigger that I can use. And I'll start, you know, overloading stuff with the elements and stuff that I need to build up my frozen tuna. So that, now I should have 5 on that, which is good. That's what I'm gonna need. So this has a good start to it. So now you're gonna see what I'm gonna do And you're gonna think I'm insane for doing it. Because it is gonna take a lot of switching back and forth to pull it off. Ah, stupid thing. Alright. I'm not gonna do it that way. I was gonna do it that way. But now I'm not gonna do it that way. That was the worst possible way to do that. Okay. Let's get some healing items up there. I was gonna do chain something to show you, but we're gonna be basically doing that as we go through this level. Go through and get it back to our main weapons that we're wanting to use. Alright, very nice. Let's go ahead and utilize our friend the healing pool here. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay. So basically what's going to end up happening in this, I'm going to be building up the Cabera's hand into the Big Buck's hammer. Or I might do it the other way where it might be easier for me to do it because this has a lower abs value for the higher levels. If that makes any sense. Remember how I told you it was like, ooh, time code. Oh man, we're just getting all of them. We're just getting all sorts of coins today, aren't we? There's our geostone. Good, good. But, oh lord. I lost my train of thought. Imagine that. So, we're gonna basically try and get our weapons and stuff so that we're just using one from this point forward, and any of the other ones I'm just gonna end up selling. But it's just because what I really want to do is get ABS up on all of my weapons. Very nice. That's beautiful, Max. But because this is a lower tier, it requires less to go up. So like, if I were to get this up to the next, you know, +5, I'd have a good start. So I may do that, build it into the Cabera's hand, and then, you know, from there, build it up. So what I may go ahead and do right now is, whoops, this has no beast on it, so I'm going to go ahead and put 4 things of beast on it. Actually, let me wait on that. I thought about something, and I'm gonna wait and see what it gives me, and then build off of that. Very nice. Bonus. Not a lot, really. So I'm thinking about getting those weapons and stuff ready off screen. And then, at least while this episode's rendering. And then, when we come back, I'll have this ready to go. And you can see what happens when I do a chain synthing. And basically what chain synth sphering, or whatever you want to call it, weapon upgrading or whatever is, what it basically is I set up one weapon that will feed into another weapon just so that second weapon can then be fed into my main weapon. And on and on and on. You can get some very powerful weapons very early on at the beginning. And I'm probably going to do that with my abs stuff, so that you can see, so that I can get it to where we basically have abs up on every one of my main weapons. This guy's being a jerk. Come on, jump at me. Thank you, that works. Wasn't exactly at me, but I'll take what I can get. Much power on that one. So we're getting the last treasure chest here. Earth element, hooray! Alright. Got a pretty good episode going here. Alright. So I gotta make a shopping list. Ready to make a shopping list with me before we end this episode and check out the future? Or check out the future to end the episode? Tic-tac's so loud, holy crap. So, in order to place the Chinese stand, I need a fire element and 4 rolling logs. And then, I think I also need 2 more. Which one of these I'm going to place this on? That's fine, that'll work. And I'm going to put the sheriff here. Fence or a gate? Of course. Anything that functions as a gate? I have a wooden gate, I mean. So I need probably like 20 more rolling logs just to appease him. What am I running into right now? Alright. Maybe we'll get to the future. So a fire element and a crap ton of rolling logs. Hooray. Yeah, 30 should be good. And jeez. Oh, whatever. Now, one thing that I will do in just a moment, actually, while I'm out here, let's go ahead and we're going to move back to Sundane for just a moment, and I'll show you why. There's something that I want to get because I'm going to be basically skipping over it. If you look at Monica's sword is going to get it. And her bracelet's gonna get it. So what I really need is Max's weapons to get this. Because I'm basically skipping over it on both of them. If you have any idea of what it is, you're probably right. It's durability. Yep. So we're gonna go sell some of these excess junk weapons. And the leavings here. Okay, no. Is it the one that's up here? It's in one of these. Probably hit the arm shot, maybe? Nope. I'm running out of shops. But wait a minute. You can buy them here. I know you can buy them here. I'm really confused now. Okay, did I just miss them? Huh. You should be able to buy them here, unless you can't buy them after you start chapter 3. I don't know, I've never really noticed that until now. We'll find out. Maybe they only sell one. Oh well. Well, that ain't gonna work. So, never mind. I was gonna get that, but unfortunately, no go. Stupid. Maybe Donna's sells them. Well, one way to find out. It's an episode once I check with Donnie. And go build that and test the future. Nope. But he sells keys. What does Claire sell? Whoops. She sells gift capsules. I think it's, where's she at? He just shows notes, that's really it. So what can he exchange metals for? Aha, a bunch of silly stuff, huh? Well, what I'm looking for is, oh, did I already put her into her house? I may have. Is she in the house in, Sindane? This is what happens when you get really, really confused over who you put where. No, she should be in here. Oh, whoops. No, Max, calm down. Go through the door. Good, Max. I'm looking for Julia. What does she sell? So she sells armbands. Magic and gold. That's not a bad place to start for leveling. He sells paint. Rufio just sells elements, I believe. And he sells recovery items. Ornaments? Oh, that's her hat. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna eventually get him as we go through, so I guess I'm just gonna have to wait. Or what I may do is do something different. I'm gonna plan it out, see what the quickest way to do this is. Because what I may do is actually take this frozen tuna up to this one, which is actually it's not the stinger wrench, the cubic wrench, and then the cubic wrench I believe has durability on it. So I may take that and change it into a sense sphere, and that way I'll have durable on my weapon. So let's go ahead and let's go finish this basic amount and try and get ourselves into the future. with some good stuff to get. Especially since we finished that floor that we need to get the stuff from now. Everyone to move in here is Ferdinand. Notice how nothing has happened yet. And if we come back out here and we take a look, why? Nothing has happened yet right there because we don't have the rest of the stuff that we need to do yet. Okay. The rest of the stuff that we need for a Loud Child's Bistro is 30 culture points and Starlight Temple restored. So we can get a quick boost right here, but we're gonna have to be very careful how we do this, because when we get Loud Child's Bistro restored, the next thing that's gonna basically prompt us to be done is restore Lynn. When we do that, we're gonna get Lynn in our party, or close to our party, and then she'll start boosting up Monica's armbands. So we gotta be careful because we want to time that correctly to start getting the abs up. So I'm gonna try and scrunch down all of my stuff as we go, and as we build it up, and then we'll be good to go pretty much. So he wanted, well, what do we have right now? 10 culture points. Where is that? Let me just do 4. See how much he's gonna complain because I didn't put enough around. Okay, that's the wrong way. Now will you go in? Well, I guess I'll go in. I like how you make a house and it comes free with food. Free with food. Okay, so we'll put more around your house. Yeah, I know. How much does he really need? Always happens. There. Now do you have enough fencing? Oh, apparently we do. What that did was that shot our culture points up over 23, up over 20. So we've got some of the stuff started. Remember, we want to get move in now. You have enough fences around your house. Jeez, how many more fences does he need? Whoa, that guy's ridiculous. Alright. Where am I going? Okay. There's the entrance to the dungeon. There's Lynn's house. Alright. So, we've got a good portion of it completed. The lower pro site has been restored. The suspension bridge has been restored. And we've got to start. So, let's see. So we'll just walk around. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay. So, we're not going to have all the ones... I know, there's some right here. We're not going to have all the ones that are fully accessible, but what we're going to get is... Did I beat Dangerous Treasure Chest? Which one was it? No, I don't think I have yet. Dangerous Treasure Chest is 4/6. Okay, no, I won't get that one. Okay. So what we're looking for are 5 treasure chests. We're looking for 4 fruits of Eden and a potato pie. So, fruit of Eden, potato pie. Alright. So now we're looking for 3 fruits of Eden. I do not know where they're all at. And what doesn't help is that this entire place is sort of brownish. Should be these other treasure chests. Well, there's one. That's 2 fruits of Eden. Now we're just missing 2 more fruits of Eden. There's one. So those are 4 fruits of Eden and potato pie. So, Max, Monica, and a potato pie. 80 and 80. Very nice. So that's all we can really do right now in the present or the future. So, trying to see if there's anything else that we can do. So, you see, it's very interesting how you try and put all these together. Can I make any more types of houses? I need... Okay. So, I'm gonna need 4 pot torches, a couple more people in here. What do I have completed? I've got that. Lodge House Bistro needs Starlight Temple to be restored, which means at least 2 people need to reside here. So let's see if I can't do this. Pick these up until I get more. I'll buy more and I'll place them actually in a correct fashion. Yeah, I know. Ooh. I just basically removed part of the future. So I think there is an actual church Georama piece that comes. Let's see if I can't do this. So the other people that need to actually be in here. Stuart, do I have Stuart? Nope, I'm gonna have to go get Stuart. Oh, Par needs to reside here. Okay. Okay, well, I can certainly take care of that. Let's put some purple on his roof. So let's put Parn in here. Oops. I'm being really weird about how I'm doing this, apparently. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull this off. Wow. I'm getting really close with this. Okay, there's now been a change in the future. 23 culture points and 2 people live there. So, Starlight Temple is not fully restored because I need the Crystal Prayer site restored, which means I need Priest Bruno to live here. I don't think I can put Priest Bruno in here yet. There's so many different things you can do. And I have to get the Starlight Temple to be restored before I can do anything else. So I'll end up, so that took us to 27. I'm just checking to see what other stuff that I can do right now just to get it built and out of the way. Let's go down the list. Alright, lower prayer site restored, sorry. All 4 plateaus are at the same height. We got it. We got the 20 culture points. We're at 27 right now. The next one is the suspension bridge restored. Its lower prayer site has to be restored, which it is, and 15 trees are planted. Starlight Temple is prayer site and suspension bridge restored, which they are. At least 2 people residing here. Right now, Parn and Ferdinand are. And the final one that's not lit up is Crystal Prayer Site restored, which is... it's the one... 2 down from that one, so it's the one right above here. It's this one that's this lower prayer site that's lit up. And Priest Bruno has to reside here, but I think he gets his own actual building of a church that'll be added in here. So that one that's right up there is Sacred Torch restored, which requires Starlight Temple restored. See, this is all going back to Lower Prayer Site, from Lower Prayer Site to Crystal Prayer Site, from Crystal Prayer Site to the Starlight Temple, and from the Starlight Temple it farms out to the rest of them. Basically, if the temple's not there, nothing else is going to actually really happen in the future. So we got to really be on the lookout for that church, Georama. And now that we have that, oh Lord, I hate this silly, okay, there we go. So, this is going to get very interesting, but we'll take it a step at a time and kind of balance our way through it. Oh, whoops, that's to the future. Did I really want to go to the future right now? No, because it doesn't do anything for me. So, I'm going to go out and put Cedric back in my party, and then we'll get to moving on to the next section, which I need to plan out. So I know what I'm doing while this is going on. Planning it out while it's rendering, I mean. So, we got some stuff done. So my next task is to figure out how I want to do the weapons, or whether I want to wait on the weapons. I didn't want to go past maybe chapter 4 at the latest. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We're going to come back to Starlight Canyon in the next one and continue working. So, with that being said, this has been Staneer, and I will see you next time for the next episode of Leveling Live, Dark Cloud 2. See you then.